court storming captures the essence of what college athletics is all about. The aerial shot of the 50,000 plus people on the field at Auburn after Auburn upset Alabama this season was one of the greatest photos in college football history. Nothing captures the moment better than the student body putting up the game-winning quarterback on their shoulders, or the game-winning point guard who hit the game-winning shot, as the band's in the background and alumni are with the school's presidents and students and all having a great time. The play between Cal and Stanford is one of college football's greatest plays because, simply put, the band was on the field. This was a punishment that was supposed to be worse than the death penalty, and I get the opposing argument. Why punish players that are on the team now? But still, they made the decision to stay at Penn State. They could have left. Kids that were coming out of high school to Penn State didn't have to go to Penn State. They could have gone anywhere in the country. So they accepted that penalty. The institution has not suffered enough of a penalty, and now it looks as if something as heinous as child abuse sex scandal is going to go down as just a 2-year bowl ban, and they have to pay chump change that they'll be able to pay off in at most 5 to 10 years. The NCAA should call this the Shabazz Napier rule, because if it wasn't for his comments during the NCAA tournament and putting the organization on blast after the national championship over their academic suspension in 2013, I don't think anything would have ever happened with this whole situation. The NCAA has deemed this as a well-being rule because this allows for school to better meet the needs of nutrition for athletes. And I think I echo everyone's statement on this panel, and I think that's laughable when I see Napier pulling off Lay's potato chips, Snickers candy bars, Chef Boyardee, and stockpiling them. I think Leonard Williams, some analysts say, is the best prospect in this draft, the defensive end for Southern Cal. Allen Robinson, when he comes back and he's healthy, with Marquise Lee, with Allen Hurns, and Justin Blackmon could come back any day now. Really, I think the receiving core is fine in Jacksonville. They need edge rushers. They'll go with Leonard Williams. And then, like you said, it's a coin flip, really, between whether they like Kevin White, West Virginia wide receiver, Amari Cooper. Cooper has been consistent, doing it for 3 years at Alabama against SEC defenses. Derek Carr needs a number 1 wide receiver, and Cooper would definitely be a surefire one for there. College basketball should take a similar technique as college baseball. Either players are allowed to go straight out of high school to the professional ranks and grow through the minor leagues, or you can go to college and you're contractually obligated to stay for at least 2 years. In the case of Johnny Manziel, we want to see his best games against Alabama's stifling defense and his worst games on the road at LSU this past season. And we want to see how his 3-quarter arm slot is going to fare against much bigger, faster defensive linemen who are going to be able to bat the ball down at the line of scrimmage. Like the many recent sports news stories that have taken on a life of their own and have brought even the common man who doesn't even watch sports into this equation, the Jonathan Martin story has changed and developed into something I don't think any of us can make a fair and just opinion on, because it's becoming something that none of us expected. And for that reason, until the Miami Dolphins internal investigation is over, a fair and just opinion cannot be made.